the top questions that I get asked by nickjames.com members is going to be, I understand I can make money from the internet, but I'm really lost when it comes to what computer I need to buy and what's suitable for running the business. Now, looking at all the parts that go into a computer, I think it could be very scary to walk into the likes of PC World and be oversold a product. So what I'd like to do for you today is welcome onto the stage somebody that can not only fully explain the workings of a computer, but also make sure that you are knowledgeable and you know what you're talking about when you go to buy a new piece of equipment for this business. Because the fact of it is, you do not need to buy the latest all-singing, all-dancing laptop or desktop computer for your business. So please welcome to the stage the person that provides all the support for push-button hosting at nickjames.com. It's Patrick.
Thank you, Nick. Now, it is a question that does come up many times along the lines of, look, I need to buy a new PC. I'm really not sure quite what it is that I want, and I don't know how much money I've got to spend. Well, these are perfectly reasonable questions, and it really comes down to the fact that people really, a lot of people are not sure what actually goes into putting a PC together. And if you can relate the internal workings of a PC to something that you know about, then whenever you hear somebody explaining something and some terms, you think, okay, hang on, I can relate that to that. I now see how it all fits into the picture. For example, you've got different size of hard drives. You've got 160 gigabyte hard drives, 250 gigabyte hard drives. What on earth does that mean? What's meant by 1 gigabyte worth of RAM, 2 gigabytes worth of RAM? Do I actually need that? What's meant by a quad-core processor? Is there any difference to a Pentium? Quite frankly, I'm lost. But if you can relate that back to something that you do every single day, and this works with my grandmother, because it was really quite funny. My grandmother, who knows nothing about PCs, was able to walk into PC World and hold a conversation with a salesman to try and work out something that she could get for her granddaughter. Now, choosing a PC, it's a piece of cake. So you could probably imagine that this has something to do with food, and we'll come to that. But this little image here is the famous Brasham camel that was drawn by my aunt. And it kind of signifies what normally happens when you talk to somebody about needing to have a PC. Their expression is a case of, oh heck, don't understand it, and run away at a rapid rate of knots. So this is Brasham camel running away from a mouse. And this is, my aunt is a wonderful artist, and I actually have that as an emblem for my company. Let's see how Brasham the camel can equate the major components of a PC to that of a kitchen. Well, if you think about it, you can logically break down all the components of a PC to that exists in a kitchen. And the relationship between the parts that make up a kitchen are almost exactly the same as the relationships to the workings of a PC. And hopefully by the end of the day, you'll be able to understand that. And once you understand that, you can go into PC World, you can have a conversation with them and get something that'll do the job that you require. More importantly, you'll know the questions to ask. So, the kitchen. This is a physical structure of the kitchen, the space, the walls, the doorways, the windows. A well-structured kitchen allows you to see the ease of fitting, maintenance and installation and replacements of services and appliances. Now, if you've ever had to have a kitchen installed into your property, you've gone in there, you looked at where the doors are, you've looked at how much space you've got, and you've either come to the conclusion that this is going to be a really easy kitchen to fit out, or it's going to be a bit of a nightmare. Now, you can equate this to PC cases. Sometimes there's a PC case that you can take the back off and you can think, well, there's plenty of room, I can get to the power here, I can make amendments. Others are a nightmare. They don't undo very well. They're a bit fiddly. They don't go back together very well. So in this case, where all the components of a PC are housed, motherboard, power supply, fans, hard drives, etc., a well-structured case provides ease of access. We then move on to the plan of the kitchen. Think motherboard. Because the plan of a kitchen, a well-designed plan enables you the components to fit easily. They are within easy reach. The cables will reach. You can access it. And it's very much like the plumbing. So the motherboard means the combined components of processor, memory, graphics card, etc. Now, A well-designed motherboard enhances the speed of the PC. And the reason for that is, it's about reducing the length of time it takes to get to the processor. For example, let us assume that your main cupboard exists at least 20 feet away from your sideboard. You would be spending your time going over here, picking this up to come back again and put that down. Now, what takes the most time in a computer is actually getting the information from your hard drive to the main processor so that it can process and move on. The shorter the distance, the faster it will work.